Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters, and I'm here with...
Hi there.
Well, who are you?
I'm Sean. I run East Coaster Fan.
There you go. And we're also joined by...
Dominic. I'm Coaster Guy 95. What's up?
And we're here for the Ace Preservation Con 2023 event.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah!
This will be a 3-day event, today, tomorrow, and Sunday at 3 parks that I've never been to before.
Four.
Oh yeah,
There's
4
4.
parks. Sorry, right. Well,
No, wait. There are actually 4 parks.
Oh,
4 parks over 3 days. Tomorrow we'll be at Adventureland Long Island, which is your neck of the woods.
And it's mine. Don't forget about me.
And yours. And then on Sunday we'll be at Coney Island, home of Luna Park and Dino's Wonder Wheel. But today we're starting out here at Rye Playland, New York, home of a few coasters.
Dragon Coaster.
Dragon Coaster.
Family Flyer, and the really weird kiddie coaster that has mini NAD trains, and you have to cross your legs to ride it.
And there's also a Wild Mouse here.
And
so.
a Volare that's closed.
Thank God.
There's no problem with them.
You'll get it in.
I know. I'm just stalling for that credit. These are all brand new parks for me, so I'm really looking forward to this event. Getting on all the coasters, but also all of the event stuff, such as tours, meals, and just hanging out with our fellow Acers.
I'm a fellow Acer.
We're all fellow Acers.
Me too!
Anyway, we'll just hang around here till ERT starts, and the event will begin.
And then yesterday morning we woke up and took an Amtrak to Albany and went to the mountain coasters in Massachusetts.
I see.
Alright, so ERT is just now beginning, and you'll see this massive line over here. You'd think it's for like a major coaster or something, but no, it's actually for the Kiddy Coaster. This is probably the only time any of us will actually be able to ride it because during most of the time there's a 55-inch max height limit. But for the event, they're allowing 1 person per car, so only 3 per train. That's why there's a big line for it. And just started a little bit ago, so in a few minutes we'll be on. Just did Kiddy Coaster. That was probably like the smoothest or kiddie coaster I've ever done. Like especially like a smoothest like kiddie wooden coaster I've done. I sat in the back row and there's actually a decent pop of air like right over there. So good job. And also I just like how you can just walk right underneath this kid's coaster and there's like a nice little kiddie area in here.
Okay, thumbs up. Enjoy your ride, guys.
Alright, we just did a few rides on Dragon Coaster, twice kind of towards the front-ish middle, and then again towards the back. That was a really solid ride. You get a good airtime in the back row, and then just the ride itself, it's like a long ride cycle.
They forgot to stop us on our
Yeah,
first
so
time.
about the first 2 rides, they forgot to pull the brake lever, so we just kind of kept going through all the way to the load station, and they just like, well, I guess you guys have to go again. So We went around twice, so that's a very unique first ride. After a ride on the whip and our group photo, we're now over here at our last credit family flyer. Ooh, we're getting in right now. All right, did family flyer, typical kind of Zamperla single helix coaster. But one interesting thing, they allowed us to sit with the restraint bar in the middle, which I know from working this ride at Hershey, you're not supposed to do that. You have to sit on either side. Anyway, one other thing I wanted to say earlier was that they just made an announcement that the park is closing at 4 p.m. instead of originally, I think it was open till like 9 or something. So that kind of cuts a lot of our time for rides. You can kind of tell it's really dead here, and also there's a bit of rain, so they decided to call it early and close the park early at 4. And it's about 12:30 right now, so we only have a little bit of time to do all the other rides here that we wanted to do. Since we also have our tour at 1 and then we have our meal at 3. Now they did say they're gonna have Dragon and Kiddy Coaster open for us at 5 for an hour after the park closed. So that's at least nice, but there's a few other rides I want to do here, so let's head on back and do some of those rides. One kind of interesting like first impression of Rye Playland, I just really like the layout of this park. It's just a straight line like back to there. There's like, I mean, you have like the kiddie lane up the front, and you have like the bigger stuff in the back. There's a little like, you know, like adjunct over there, but just like a nice simple layout. Although I'm already talking about linear park layouts. There's a park tomorrow that's very linear.
I'd say it's more of an L, but it's very linear indeed.
Yeah.
Very skinny. It's skinnier than this midway, maybe
Yeah.
half the size.
This layout kind of reminds me of what if Cedar Point ended at Corkscrew. All right, next up is Derby Racer. We almost thought it was closed because there was nobody over here, but the ride was kind of chilling.
This whole day just feels like we have park-wide ERT.
Yeah, it pretty much is park-wide ERT. Like, it's pretty much all Acers. But yeah, I really like these rides, especially, I mean, I've been on the one at Cedar Point, and this is pretty much the only other one.
In America.
Yeah. All right, Derby Racer was pretty fun. Although one thing that's different about this from the Cedar Point one is that the horses don't really like race. They just kind of like stay in one spot. One credit I'll be missing this time is Superflight, the Zamperla torture device, aka the Valair. Apparently they're closed for the whole season and something fun is coming next year. Honestly, a patch of grass would be something more fun than a Valair, at least from what I've heard. I haven't been on a Valair yet, but that will change this weekend. All right, we're now all waiting over here to do our backstage tour of Dragon Coaster.
Let's go dragon hunting.
Yep, there be dragons here.
Oh wait, no, that's not the old bell. I'm going to sing. Stop.
That's cool.
So wait, am I allowed to?
No, absolutely not. No way. Not like that.
Just wanted to make sure.
Oh wait, man, that's where the show is, inside.
Wait, is this the actual structure? Yes, it is.
A lot of wood. They do like everything in-house here.
Yeah.
credit for this trip will actually be Crazy Mouse. It's just like a regular Wild Mouse, so not a big loss. The tour was pretty fun. Now let's do some dark rides. First up with classic Old Mill kind of water dark ride. Very similar to the one at Kennywood, which I haven't done the new one at Kennywood. I did do Garfield's Nightmare though, but definitely looking forward to this old kind of weird cheesy ride.
Hold up, anything, and watch out for hungry trolls. They ain't no last, folks.
Alright, he's gonna eat us. I don't think that's a troll. I think it's just a miner.
Down there! Down that tunnel! Down, go! How about one of me next time? Oh, that was Hey, you guys! Look out for that bucket overhead! Right now! Human. Eat wood.
Alright, we just did Ye Old Mill. That was great.
That was
amazing. I loved that. That was
classic dark rides, and that was chef's kiss.
like that was just you could tell it was an old ride, but they definitely have been like keeping good like upkeep for the effects and the animatronics and all that. But yeah, that actually might be my favorite ride here so far. That was just great, classic fun. I was kind of wondering, you know, they don't build rides like these anymore, but if Hershey could get something like this, that'd be great.
Maybe they could get an efficient dark ride first. Yeah,
Well,
I'm talking to you, Cub Fusion.
Well, they have an efficient dark ride. It's called Chocolate Tour.
They do.
Get this man a true. But that's not within the main park.
That's part of the park. I consider it. But yeah, that was really great. Looks like we got some pirates over here.
Just like that. Just like that.
Ahoy there, mate!
How's it going?
I hope you're having fun today here at the Land of Play. I know we are.
That's awesome. I think they might be doing a
He's definitely mastering the Jack Sparrow walk. Alright, time to do, I got a Hall of Mirrors here. Let's try it out. Alright, I'm gonna film my attempt to go through. Alright, so far so good. Oh man, they got arrows pointing the wrong direction to make you think like you're going the wrong way. Ooh, they actually have different paths for a little bit there. Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
And here we have the queue line for Laugh Track, apparently. That's
Wait, what?
Smiler.
Oh.
Hold on, watch this. I'm about to go full Neo. House of Mirrors was okay. Not a whole lot. Not really much of a maze, just kind of a walk through.
There were two kids smoking at the end.
Oh yeah, there was some people smoking pot at the end of it. But now it's on to the other dark ride, Zombie Castle. This is kind of the like haunted house, haunted mansion type ride. So looking forward to it.
Okay. Why did the zombie cross the road? I said, why did the festering zombie drag his raggedy carcass across the old rutted road? To get the teenagers on the other side. Speaking of which, just how many people does it take to feed a starving zombie? I guess we're just going to have to find out. Yum.
Well, Zombie Castle was okay. I mean, after riding Haunted Mansion at Knoebels twice and also riding Haunted Mansion at Funland, yeah, this is probably weaker than those two. Although definitely better than the kind of haunted house thing that I did at the Delaware State Fair, which I didn't film a vlog there, but let's just say it took up the size of a trailer. That's kind of all you really need to know. But let's head out and do some other rides.
I'm zen riding the
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Alright, we're doing this flat ride here, the motorbikes. Mainly because Sean got a bad car. But this is a really cool ride. It's basically like, I'd say it's like a modern take of like a Red Baron or something like that.
You know, like Apollo at Dorney Park? It's like if you were able to control that.
Yeah.
I didn't do Apollo when I went last week.
Oh, we're
Here we
already
go.
starting.
So yeah,
Illegal POV.
very illegal POV kind of show. So basically, it's like, you know, kind of like a Red Baron or one of those rides where you kind of control how high you go. But it's based on the motorcycle throttle right here.
Hold on.
Here, they'll tell you.
Here we go.
We swing kind of side to side.
Oh, yeah. All right, there we go.
Really cool. Then the sidecar gets this horn. Also, just look at like the skin for this ride. It's not just like a basic, you know, generic looking carnival ride.
Last year, the smokestack actually emitted smoke.
Oh, that's sick. Like, also, I looked up quickly on Log Ride, you know, who made this ride? Is it like Zamperla or something like that? No, it's Technical Park Sidecar. I think I realized why this ride is so cool, because every other model is in Europe. So, like, really cool, detailed theme for a flat ride. And like kind of Sean said while we're riding it, Universal could put this in Islands of Adventure, kind of like next to Hagrid's, and it would fit. So we're at a bit of a dead area at an already pretty dead looking park.
It's just dead.
And I decided to do Playland Plunge, their shoot the shoot ride. These guys aren't
Have
gonna do
fun.
it.
You're
They're gonna
screwed.
watch my bags. I got my poncho here, so I'm ready to ride.
All right, here he goes. Whoa.
Oh, got it dripping from the bridge as well. Very wet? Oh, I think he got drenched.
Like completely.
Yikes.
Did Playland plunge? Did not realize it would be that wet. Like, maybe I can try to show. The back of my neck is getting pretty wet because there was a hole in the back of my poncho. But you know, we were just talking about like a scale of wetness of rides. It should be like from 1 to 10, Tiny Timbers on one end, Tidal Force on the other end. I'd give that like a 9 or an 8. That was a soaker right there. All right, try to set up a bit of an angle because with most of these ride bin PUVs, the ride bin is like right in the middle, but this one's a bit kind of towards the edge, so hopefully this works. See ya. Goodbye. It's pretty good. All right, just did double shot. That was actually pretty good. More airtime than the Kisses Tower.
All right, did the bumper cars. They're kind of I mean, there was only like 6 of us on it, so there wasn't a whole lot of bumping. But they're also kind of a bit slow, so they're okay. I mean, I kind of prefer the fender benders at Hershey to those. We're just looking around the gift shop here, and Dom found this T-shirt here. It looks pretty nice, but wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The Prius at Chernobyl?
Wait a minute. We're all gathered here in the pavilion, having our meal. I got burger, mac and cheese, and chips.
World's saddest grilled cheese.
Yeah, you just got cheese.
Picky eater coming through.
I feel that. But we're also sitting right behind the silent auction. Got some flags, a wheel, a piece from Dragon, and a little stuffed animal. And right over here, they're doing the raffle for the Cyclone Tour on Sunday. I got a few tickets, so hopefully I'll win this Coaster Con Ace event raffle, unlike the Coaster Con one. Sean, what do you think of the food?
Tasty. Delicious. All the adjectives.
Yummers. We have 190 people that signed up for Preservation Conference, and we have 25 states representing us, plus Washington, D.C., plus Canada. So great turnout.
We're thrilled to get your weekend started here at Playland. So my name is Jeff Davis, General Manager here. Been in the position since January of this past year. Been in the amusement business for over 35 seasons, as we say, right? Most of that time was at a park called Sesame Place in Pennsylvania. It started with Anheuser-Busch. SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, I was there for over 30 seasons. Raised my family, met my wife. And then I remember, I think some of you look very familiar to me because I was at Dorney Park for a year during Coaster Con in 21. I was in charge of operations at that time, working with Cedar. And then last year I was the general manager at Lake Compounce, the world famous Boulder Dash, which hopefully some of you have been on. But when I had the opportunity to come to this project, it was an easy yes.
As a small token of our appreciation for hosting us, I have a gift for you. We have a photo framed for you, taken by ace member Richard Hobbleman. And so you can enjoy this and remember our visit, because you certainly have made very special memories for us. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, the raffle has begun, and I got a winner. I was able to get a winning ticket, so looks like I'm going to be seeing the backstage tour of Cyclone. All wrapped up with our meal now. Not only did Dom win the Cyclone raffle as well, he also won something from the silent auction, got yourself a Dragon Coaster wheel. So yeah, I realized, so I won the stuff from the auction at the con banquet this year, and Alex also won stuff from the Carowinds auction. Dom just won something from the auction here.
He's next.
You're next.
Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
Where the people? Where the people at?
Now the park is technically closed early today because I think the rain and there's nobody here, but they're able to open up Dragon Coaster and Kiddy Coaster for us for I think like an hour or so. So we're just gonna be here at Dragon Coaster marathoning it.
Y'all ready? Say ride.
Sayonara.
Alright, we just wrapped up our ERT session on Dragon Coaster. In total today, I think me and Dom got 9 rides, and then Sean got 10, because at one point me and Dom had to go out to our car to put his heavy wheel back.
Our car, more like your car.
Yeah, my car that I'm giving him a ride. But anyway, overall, pretty good start to the event, and I really want to come back here maybe when it's like a bit more lively. Like, I want to see what this place is like on like a busier night, like on a Friday night early in the summer.
Walk the boardwalk.
Yeah, but since we're here, we're gonna check out the boardwalk because they were talking during the little presentation. The way this park is set up, basically any like permanent building is actually owned by the county. So there's like a separate group that comes in and like operates the rides and puts in like the kind of like transportable type looking rides. But all of the permanent buildings here are owned by the county because it's technically a county park. And the actual park is kind of like this side over here. But there's also like, I know there's like a pool over here. You got this really cool looking fountain. There's a big hall over here. And there's also a big boardwalk. So we thought we're here, we might as well check out some of the other things at the park.
One good look at the boys. There's brain eating bacteria in there, apparently.
Kind of cool how you can like walk right underneath the chutes ride. Pretty much go right up to the supports too.
Up on this side. I think that might be a Doppler. Nature footage. That's a good dish.
So we found this map by one of the entrances, kind of over by Dragon. But we noticed this map's definitely a bit old, because
You got a Giovanola coaster train on this skateboard thing,
yeah, that's
which
like the
was
Sky
there
Skater.
last year. It was
but
there
like
last year.
that's not there, that's not there, that's not there, that's not there. There's no mini golf.
Mini golf. That's like my favorite, dude.
Yeah, and there's a few other things here that I think probably have changed since then. Yeah, availability subject to change. Yeah, I think the map is subject to change now.
Soon.
A little bit.
Yeah, I wish they printed out maps though that I could,
Yeah,
keep and hang on my wall.
So that does it for my day here at Rye Playland. Like I mentioned earlier, this was a great way to start off Preservation Con. And overall, like, thoughts on the park. I really like the layout of the park. I love just the architecture. They mentioned in the little presentation they did, they really like to keep the Art Deco architecture. And I really like that. It gives that like early 1900s style vibe that I really like about this park. I know they were talking about earlier how like back in the early 2000s, the park wasn't looking too good. And then they came in and restored a lot of the areas of the park back to their former glory. And I hope they continue that in the future with newer rides and more expansions. So Dom, what were your thoughts on Rye Playland? I mean, you've been here before, so.
I came here last year. It was a nicer day last year, but this was definitely an amazing start to the event. I've never done a national event, so this is pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. Dragon coaster, it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's like a solid, like, classic wooden coaster.
It's like a solid 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Sean, this is also your first time at Rye Playland. What'd you think?
First time at Rye Playland or Playland Park, whatever you want to call it. I actually really like this place. It's very fun. I love the look and aesthetic of it. Dragon Coaster was a lot of fun. Ye Old Mill was a lot of fun as well.
Oh,
very
yeah.
surprising. The weather did worry me at the beginning, especially with the rain and all, but it actually turned out to be a nice night, so I don't know why they closed the park early. But whatever, it's hard predicting weather sometimes. The meals were good and everything. It was a good start to the event, and I'm excited for the next 2 days, especially for you.
Oh yeah, the next 2 days are going to be great. Tomorrow we're going to be at Adventureland, and then the day after that we're going to be at Coney Island. So if you want to make sure you see those videos, make sure you subscribe to Blue Diamond Coasters. Also make sure if you like this video, give it a like. Also make sure to follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on both Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to plug yourselves.
Coaster Guy 95 on Instagram and YouTube.
If you want to see a video very similar, you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram at East Coaster Fan.
So until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters.
This is the East Coaster Fan.
This is Coaster Guy 95.
Later.